Hey everybody, it's the Red Man back again with a quick and dirty video, short, sweet, to the point. I swear I'm not going to get on to another 25-minute rambling, disjointed cluster of a video. As you can see by the title, the New York Yankees have casually announced the debut of their systemic racism program. And we can see it right here in the tweet, New York Yankees, at Yankees. The New York Yankees today announced the creation of New York Yankees Diversity and Inclusion Committee to identify, engage, and address issues related to equality, racial justice, and inclusivity. Now that's a bunch of hollow non-corporate speak nonsense that doesn't really mean anything, but when you get into the weeds of it, you see this is the exact same song and dance on a different day. Same thing as the Atlanta Braves were doing. Same thing as the NFL is doing with the Rooney Rule and all that cancer. I've made multiple videos about it. That's why this is going to be quick. You've all heard this before. I just need to point it out again. ESPN in particular has no chill. They just come right out and say it, being a little too honest right here. New York Yankees partner with Cooney to increase diverse hiring. You can read diverse hiring as racism because that's what it is. It is hiring people based on the color of their skin and not the content of their character. It is explicit, open, casual racism. And for the uninitiated, Cooney, I think, is the City University of New York. Something like that. It's a college in New York City, I'm pretty sure. The MLB has a little article here. Well, MLB.com, I guess it's the Yankees website, through the Major League Baseball website that runs down exactly what's going on with this little deal here. Precipitated by the profound impact of recent senseless tragedies in communities throughout our nation, could you be referring to the gang of psychotic communist honkies that annexed part of Seattle earlier in 2020? Or something else? You two-faced, dishonest rats. This committee's mission focuses on identifying and combating disparities and systemic inequalities that obstruct socioeconomic fairness and progress for marginalized groups. Pardon my interruption, but wouldn't the marginalized groups be the groups you're specifically not hiring in favor of other groups? And for that matter, wouldn't that itself be a systemic inequity, you jackasses? 5 major pillars of focus will shape the committee's efforts. Diversity and inclusion within the Yankees organization. Let's open up a roster tab here. We can see, I've done this before. Look, minority, Luis Cessa, minority. I know Corey Kluber's not a minority. There is a lot of diversity in the Yankees organization. In fact, I would say they're disproportionately non-white given the specific breakdown of, racial demographics in the United States and probably even in New York City specifically. But that's fine. With the exception of Gary Sanchez, they have hired the best baseball players they could. I mean, Gary Sanchez is a pure diversity hire. Visually impaired, mentally impaired, defensively impaired. But hey, it's the one. The rest are just whatever baseball player ideally competent, they could get their hands on. And it happened to have resulted in a rather diverse roster. So it seems a little unnecessary that you need a committee for diversity and inclusion. Education, that's absurdly vague, but okay. Socioeconomic development, that basically means charity attention horn. Social responsibility, that's utter nonsense. Health and wellness. This might actually be something front where something good can be done. Did you know the average black woman is 5'4" and 190 pounds? Teaching them some health and wellness, specifically eat less fucking food, would do them some good. Although it's not specifically a black woman problem, they're just the worst about it. The average white woman is 5'4" and 170 pounds. The average man in this country is 5'10" and 190 pounds. Everybody is too goddamn fat. Y'all need to lose some weight. Or lift some weight. Or both. The committee is comprised of a dedicated and diverse network of New York Yankees staff members, on-field personnel, alumni, and outside community leaders. We'll get to that. Outside community leaders. And business partners. Blah, 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 blah. Initiatives: Yankee CUNY, City University of New York. See. Partnership Program. Its creation is predicated on identifying and exposing CUNY students and alumni to career paths, employment, and business opportunities throughout the New York Yankees organization. This relationship between the Yankees and CUNY, the largest urban university system in the United States, will also include direct immersion into the New York Yankees sports management mentoring program. Of particular note, CUNY's demographics include a wide swath of minorities and other individuals who are underrepresented in corporate settings. And they even break it down right here. 61% are from households where neither parent graduated college. Irrelevant. 94% are from New York State. Also kind of irrelevant. 57% are females. Isn't that a disproportionate representation right there, you schmucks? I don't know if you know this, but females are about 50% of the population. So why are they 57% of CUNY students? 80% are students of color. What happened to diversity? You seem to be lacking crackers. I mean, it's the same, like I said, it's the same thing all over again, just on a different day from a different organization. Here's what really cheeses me off. Committee members. Community members on the committee include Jose Calderon, who I'm pretty sure was a former baseball player. The name sounds very familiar. I'm sure he was a baseball player. Don't know who Anna Garcia is. Spike Lee. What in the hell could this pebblehead possibly have to offer baseball, the New York Yankees, or sports? You're not trying to make a movie complaining about the iniquities facing black Americans or whatever. Spike Lee is totally worthless. Members of the committees from the Yankees include, a pack of crackers right at the top here, Hal Steinbrenner, Randy Levine, Esquire. Ho-ho, Esquire. Aren't we fancy? Schmuck, ass clown, buffoon, Aaron Sobo, Esquire. God, I hate lawyers so much. CC Sabathia, just a shame to see him caught up in this bullshit. Marcus Thames, the Yankees hitting coach. Might I suggest you step aside from all of this nonsense and work on teaching some of these people how to hit, specifically Gary Sanchez. Maybe if he bats above 200, I'll stop cracking wise about him at every opportunity. Mike Harkey, the Yankees bullpen coach. The Yankees bullpen, notorious for being overpaid and underperforming. You two schmucks, get it together. It's kind of a disgrace that either of these buffoons is still employed by this organization in any capacity, but now they're moving past their complete inadequacies as coaches and moving them into some ridiculous diversity and inclusion committee. It's all, like I say, the same exact cancer over and over again. And we're just going to take a look at some of the responses to these tweets because Yankees fans aren't even that thrilled about it. Let's take a look here. How about we form a Getting Back to the Big Show committee? That would be nice. Win a World Series. It's been too long. You're goddamn right it has. I'm going up the fucking wall. Forget win a World Series. How about we start with just winning more than one playoff series in a row? That would be neat. Just play baseball and win with the best team you can field, which, as we see in their roster, is, well, it's what they're trying to do. When it comes playoffs, the plan falls apart every year. Sickening. Win titles, quit treating woke trash. Let's have more pink bats, caps. Let's totally forget about baseball and just pander, pander, pander. How about you do your job and win a championship? I honestly can't tell if this right here is taking the piss or is dead ass serious. That's how far we've gone. This isn't inclusion until you let women play in the MLB. To be fair, I don't think there's any rule saying they can't. It's just that they all suck. Pandering. How about just playing baseball? Well, if you've seen some of the fucking idiots, they struggle to do that, especially Gary Sanchez, who can't hit or catch despite being a hitter or designated hitter and a catcher. This PC crap has to stop. It's hard to be colorblind when all one side wants to do is separate people by the color of their skin. Rusty.
Oh, my brother, testify!
Get this man a gold star. My several 20-minute long rambling videos on this summed up in 2 sentences. I'm actually kind of annoyed you put it so succinctly. Anson Kennedy, can you please just create a team that can win some games? Diversify this ratio. Let's see more replies. These are the replies Twitter wants to hide from you because they're, accurate. So dumb. Just hire the best people for the job. Ignore race and religion. Once more.
Oh, my brother, testify!
Here we just have Stephen A. Smith annoyed face. As you can see, I myself have no chill, bringing up Gary Sanchez in a conversation that has nothing to do with Gary Sanchez, just to insult him. Gary, if you're listening, hit the fucking ball. Logan Salzman, Jesus Christ, just play baseball. Oh, and here my direct response to the New York Yankees. You have contracted brain rot. That's the best way to sum this up. The Yankees, the MLB, and sports in general have contracted brain rot. Here we just have Tony Stark rolling his eyes. Samuel Trotman, so stupid, get woke, go broke. The Brooklyn Bad Boy. Here's a concept, win championships. Sports are supposed to be a getaway from the craziness going on, but I guess with a new generation of Yanks gotta pander to a cause, George must be rolling over in his grave right now. For a 3rd time in this one video.
Oh, my brother, testify!
Gulag prisoner. So woke. Imagine if you put this much effort of wokeness to the team's pitching staff. That would be fantastic. Although really with Domingo Germain coming back and, theoretically, Domingo Germain and Luis Severino coming back, the pitching staff should not be a total disaster. But then again, this entire team should not have been a total disaster for the past decade. Yet here we are. 1984 white whale. So basically hire everyone except white people. That's pretty much what it seems to mean. Well, white men. I'm sure if a white woman comes up, that would be diverse enough. For a management role per an analytics. Oh my god, she's a woman leading the charge in baseball statistics or something. Just anything that could get them a woke SJW headline to bandy about on Twitter and just make me die a little bit inside. It's sad to say, but I think I'm done with the fucking Yankees. I can't I can't tolerate this shit. I'm done. I'm just gonna, go to the gym and go outside. Unless, of course, the Yankees make the World Series, in which case I'll hop right back on that bandwagon like the little shit kicker I am. But until then, I'm through. You people are jackasses. I cheer for a baseball team, not a fucking political organization. And you are no longer a baseball team. You're a fucking political organization. That's all I've got. I'll be back I'm sure it won't be 2 weeks before I have to cover this exact same topic again with some sport and some franchise. It never ends. Until then, I'm the Red Man. Comment if you want to give me a piece of your mind. Subscribe if you want to hear me rant more. And until next time, y'all take care.